reminder of the beautiful moments they had shared. From childhood adventures to navigating the complexities of fusion. The first tremor of doubt arrived subtly, a whisper in the back of Lena's mind. It was so faint that she almost missed it, a fleeting thought that she quickly brushed aside. But like a seed planted in fertile soil, it began to grow, slowly and insidiously. Small inconsistencies in Mara's stories, a flicker of envy in her eyes, a subtle shift in her demeanor. These were things Lena had never noticed before, or perhaps she had chosen to ignore them. The way Mara's smile didn't quite reach her eyes, the way her laughter seemed forced at times. Lena initially dismissed these red flags, attributing them to stress or her own overactive imagination. She told herself that everyone had bad days, that Mara was just going through a rough patch. It was easier to believe that than to confront the possibility that something was fundamentally wrong. It was easier to believe in a simple explanation than to confront the possibility that her trust had been misplaced. Lena found solace in these rationalizations, convincing herself that she was overthinking things. But deep down, the seed of doubt continued to grow, its roots spreading through her mind. But the whispers grew louder, the inconsistencies more glaring. Lena started to notice more and more things that didn't add up. The way Mara would avoid certain topics, the way she would change the subject when things got too personal. It was as if Mara was hiding something, and Lena couldn't shake the feeling that she was being deceived. Lena found herself questioning Mara's actions, her words ringing hollow. She started to replay their conversations in her mind, looking for clues, for anything that would explain the growing sense of unease. The more she thought about it, the more convinced she became that something was wrong. A sense of unease settled over her, a knot of anxiety tightening in her chest. It was a feeling she couldn't shake, no matter how hard she tried. The trust that had once been the foundation of their friendship was now a source of pain and confusion. The foundation of their friendship, once unshakable, began to tremble under the weight of suspicion. Lena found herself pulling away, creating distance between them. She didn't want to believe that Mara could betray her, but the evidence was becoming too hard to ignore. Lena's world, once painted in vibrant hues of trust and love, started to fade into shades of gray. The joy and warmth that had defined their friendship were replaced by doubt and suspicion. Lena couldn't help but wonder if she would ever be able to trust Mara again, or if the seeds of doubt had taken root too deeply to ever be uprooted. In the aftermath of betrayal, Lena felt a whirlwind of emotions. It was as if her world had been turned upside down, and she was left to pick up the pieces of her shattered trust. She couldn't believe that her best friend, someone she trusted with her deepest secrets, had turned against her. The betrayal cut deep, leaving her feeling vulnerable and exposed. It was a bitter pill to swallow. The pain was not just emotional but physical, a constant ache in her chest that wouldn't go away. Lena spent countless nights replaying the events in her mind, trying to understand where it all went wrong. She would lie awake, staring at the ceiling, her mind racing with questions and doubts. She questioned herself, doubted her own judgment, and wondered if she had missed the signs. Every interaction, every conversation was scrutinized as she tried to piece together the puzzle of her friend's betrayal. But amidst the chaos, Lena realized something important. She began to see that the betrayal was not a reflection of her own worth, but rather a testament to the other person's character and choices. She learned that sometimes, betrayal isn't a reflection of her own worth, but rather a testament to the other person's character. This realization was a turning point for Lena, and so, Lena began the slow process of healing, determined to rebuild her life, stronger and wiser than before. She embraced new experiences, sought out supportive friends, and focused on her own growth and happiness. With time, Lena found peace and a renewed sense of self. She discovered that healing is not a destination, but a journey, one that she was now ready to embrace with open arms. Forgiveness is never easy, especially when the wound is fresh. But holding on to anger and resentment only hurts us more. Letting go is not about forgetting what happened, but about freeing ourselves from the chains of the past. It's a step towards healing, towards peace. Every ending brings a new beginning, even if it feels fragile at first. It's about taking small steps, rebuilding trust, and learning to open our hearts again. It's okay to be cautious, to protect ourselves, but it's also important to embrace the possibilities that lie ahead. From the ashes of betrayal and hurt, we can emerge stronger. It's about finding our inner strength, recognizing our worth, and knowing that we have the power to rise above the pain. Each challenge we face makes us more resilient, more capable of facing whatever comes next. At the heart of it all is self-love. It's about understanding our value and setting boundaries that protect our well-being. Loving ourselves means not settling for less than we deserve and standing firm in our convictions. It's a journey of self-discovery and empowerment, one that leads to a healthier, happier life.